A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. This is the type of early season game you look forward to. An opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, this is always a fun game when Georgia takes on Ole Miss. Last year's game was absolutely wild during the regular season. Not a single punt in the first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss knocked them out of the college football playoff last season. Even though Lane Kiffin's gone, there is still a lot of back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Rebels kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Humphries.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
The stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Cook. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They kick it away on fourth down. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Extending the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They want to run this quarterback. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Bulldogs will have it first and 10. This time he wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Might be changing the route. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. On the move. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
The play action fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Could be an alley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Lacey. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Showing heavy blitz at the line. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Touchdown Rebels. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Not much can impose your will on a defense like hopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton using his legs to buy some time. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Jaguars looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Catch in the middle, it's Odom. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Set to kick off.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Quarterback making checks. Frazier again. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Got a little grass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Iron! Ready! Soak it, Jack! Soak it! Eagle! Jack! Eagle! Punch!
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Bulldog! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back. Now turn receiver in space and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is and get into the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Lacey. There he goes. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly. If they'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll give to Frazier. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Sends it back in motion. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and lead the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. With the catch, it's Lacey. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, double to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And they're looking to tack just a few more points onto this lead late. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And I like the decision to go up by more than a touchdown in the fourth quarter is the right call, but the execution doesn't come through. Now this football game is totally different. You don't have a 2-score lead. Your defense is going to have to step up for you in a big moment late in this football game.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Bringing the heat, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. Fourth down, gotta have it here. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what you've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Lacey. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season.